Hello everyone and welcome to Beyond the Bean on Air. I'm Mike Adams. On this episode, we'll look at efforts to protect our relationship with soybean meal's largest customer and how the Big Apple is turning into a big supporter of soybean farmers. But first, let's hear how the checkoff is focusing on U.S. soy's customers. Sample kits have gone out to farmers for the annual Soy Checkoff-sponsored Crop Quality Survey. The results show the U.S. crop's protein and oil levels, among other quality indicators, and are shared with prospective buyers in Asia and other markets. Researchers need as many samples as possible to achieve the most accurate reading on the U.S. soybean crop. Request your sample kit today. Those who participate will also receive the results of their own individual soybean sample. Individual results are kept strictly confidential. One of several ways U.S. soy continues to make inroads into the aquaculture feed market is by providing quality feed for the fish used for breeding, known as broodstock. Marine fish broodstock generally take 2 to 7 years to develop. Quality soy-based feed can help the fish mature faster and start breeding fish that will be harvested sooner. With Asia dominating the world aquaculture market, the U.S. Soybean Export Council focuses on educating operators of marine fish broodstock hatcheries in Southeast Asia about the benefits of using U.S. soy in fish feed. 2 years ago, countries in the Middle East, such as Syria, were promising markets for U.S. soy exports. But today, political unrest that threatens the stability of the region has disrupted those promising lines of trade. In response, leaders from the Soy Checkoff and the American Soybean Association recently met with Middle Eastern and North African customers to discuss secure ways to maintain and even build exports, even during politically turbulent times. Whether you're selling televisions, toasters, toothpaste, or tacos, it takes continuous product improvement to stay competitive in the marketplace. The same holds true if your product is soybeans. Here's more.
When it comes to consuming U.S. soybean meal, you'll always find your number one customer down on the farm.
A large part of our customers, if you want to look at them that way, would be animals globally. And they are huge users of our protein that we supply in our soybean crop.
Animal ag consumes nearly 98% of U.S. soybean meal. Nationally, U.S. hogs, chickens, and cattle consume almost 30 million tons of soybean meal, or the meal from 1.27 billion bushels of U.S. soybeans. This supports 1.7 million jobs, adding $333 billion in total economic output to the U.S. economy. The competition for the animal feed market is fierce, and U.S. soy has recently lost some market share to alternative feed sources such as canola meal and dried distillers' grains with solubles. Staying competitive in the animal ag market requires all U.S. soybean farmers to focus on continuous product improvement. Higher quality soybeans lead to higher demand from customers and higher prices for your crop. Processors determine the cash price they pay farmers for their soybeans based on an estimate of what they will receive when they sell the meal and oil produced from those beans. As the levels of oil and protein in a load of soybeans rise, so does the price a farmer receives. To learn more about why U.S. soybean farmers should support their biggest customers, visit BeyondTheElevator.com. For Beyond the Bean on Air, this is Andy Teague reporting.
For generations, the number one way to add value to soybeans has been to feed them to animals. With that in mind, here's some great news for U.S. soy.
U.S. beef exports are on the rise, and among those doing the loudest cheering are U.S. soybean farmers. With 98% of all soybean meal consumed by animal agriculture, increasing meat exports also means increasing soy exports.
Almost all of the meat that we export is a production of soy meal in the feed for the animal. And without the soy in the diet, the animal won't grow nearly as well. And so we're exporting meal in the form of animal protein. That's how we export up to 20% of our soybean meal in this nation.
From February 2012 through February 2013, the value of beef exports increased 5% to $430 million, according to the USDA. Driving these increases were exports to Canada, which were up 31% in volume and 46% in value, and exports to Hong Kong, which were up 144% in volume and 126% in value. Because of Animal Ag's importance to the U.S. soy industry, the soy checkoff has made supporting that sector a top priority. The checkoff works with organizations like the U.S. Meat Export Federation and USA Poultry and Egg Export Council to promote consumption of U.S. meat, poultry, and eggs abroad. For Beyond the Bean on Air, this is Paul Spooner reporting.
At first glance, a rolling soybean field in Middle America may seem to have nothing in common with the concrete canyons of New York City, but increasingly the Big Apple is bullish on soy.
The Big Apple has a slightly greener tint these days thanks to U.S. soy products such as biodiesel, soy-backed carpeting, and synthetic grass. New York City's greenhouse gas reduction strategy requires the use of bioheat, a blend of cleaner-burning biodiesel, with all traditional heating oil sold in the city.
To me, it's really gratifying to be here on this field and know that we're walking on soy, literally. The backing on this AstroTurf is soy. And the use of other products here in the city to try to be more environmentally sensitive, such as biodiesel and bioheat. It's really gratifying to see these people here in this large metropolitan area asking for our products.
United Soybean Board farmer leaders recently visited New York sites that use soy-based products. These visits included a Harlem restaurant that installed soy-backed carpet and a field of AstroTurf in Battery Park. The Soy Checkoff invests in research, development, and commercialization of new products that contain U.S. soy. Thanks in part to this relationship, 45 new soy-based products hit the market last year.
For soybean farmers, I think we're on the beginning of really an expansion and explosion of how we can provide sustainable products into the future.
For Beyond the Bean on Air, this is Kara Hart reporting.
Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Beyond the Bean on Air. Here's to a safe and bountiful harvest.